Guys, this coming Thursday, I'm gonna reshoot the first episode of the season. Yeah, this coming Tuesday, I'm gonna reshoot the first episode of the season. As Mr. Percival told him before that he left to go have dinner with his mom because it was Mr. Percival's dad and mom. Hold on. Anyway, Mr. Percival was saying to D'Angelo, I have to go be with my family because it's my parents' anniversary. Isn't our anniversary coming up, sir? Yeah, 102 years. Next week, it's gonna be 102 years. Yeah, for both you and the MSR. It's hard to believe it's been almost 102 years. But I better get going. My mom wants me to help Dad because my dad is. As Mr. Percival then left because he had to go, that made ivoe hugh. But he couldn't solve the math equation on his own, so he asked for Peter Sam, Peter Sam, you know more about math than me. And he replied back with saying, I do know a lot about math, so what do you want me to do? Do you see how long I've been missing for? Okay, let's see. You cracked in what, 42, 43, 54, 51? No, I cracked 25 years ago. Give me some time. I need to think about this. While Peter Sam was trying to figure out the typical math equation asked by ivoe hugh, as I have rolled up and asked him if there any problem. There is. I've been gone for over 20 years. There, and even though you caught me up at the times, I just feel like I've been gone for 25 years, if you know what I mean. I understand. I would like that once. When I came back from my... And yes, the events of the Railway Series book were skarloey. We threw out that rod thing. Threw out that pump, whatever he threw out to get his passengers to their destination. Did in fact happen in my series. It just didn't happen. Some stories actually happened in between episodes. This happened before. You see, ivoe hugh was purchased by them after their skarloey went away to be overhauled. Oh. And yes, in terms of that Renee's story happened where he returned to the railway. Wait, that also happened, but that happened later than... I just feel like I've been gone for 27 years. I just feel like I've been gone for that long. It's hard for me to fathom what we have now. I mean, British Rails, the Second World War, and everything else. I didn't know if that was even possible for Hitler to start another world war. Many people didn't think it was possible for Hitler to start World War II. But it happened. Hitler started that war. Right? Right. What Thomas has told me about what happened on the front has been interesting at the most. What happened on the front line was interesting at the most. Okay. Well, you happen to have a lot of small events. I know about the Missouri clothing. My driver told it to me when I was still on the team. Where were you anyway? Wait. I will hear just that I was on the Team 40 railway because they received another engine. As I said, then I asked, okay, so why do you never write to me? Or any of us? Why do you never want to go home? Because the manager of the Team 40 Railway, Mr. Eric Wrigley. Wait, Thomas has not control. Wait, Thomas did one of his own control with Mr. Eric. But his name was Eric. But Thomas had his own control and Mr. Eric O'Brien. Whenever we knew him. I'll ask Thomas next time I meet him. I will think that. Well, skarloey. Wait, what? I do have a confession to make. What? Back when I was working on that railway, I kind of did miss all of you. But I never had my driver because I only considered the Dean Fortune Railway my home, my second home, away from the skarloey Railway. Okay, I was actually back there when I went to the Tallyflame Railway in Wales. I only went back to the Dean Fortune Railway. And by the way, your twin also says hi. It's nice to hear from Tally Flynn after all these years. Even though he's non-faceless and I am, I take it his crew does that? Yeah, they write a letter every two. When I ask them how often do they write a letter, how often they write a letter, he says every 2 to 3 years. But they don't mail. They mail. No wonder I only get a letter from my brother every 2 to 3 years. No wonder I get a letter from Tally Flynn, my brother in Wales, every 2 to 3 years. Yeah, but the Tally Flynn, skarloey is not. It was nice to hear from Tally Flynn again. Thanks, ivoe, Hugh. And by the way, most episodes are not going to be like this one. Okay, so Island episode will do this. One will be about the character working, and one where we see the characters at their job, and one where they just be like this. Just talking, and this is not like, because they're going to just be episodes like this in every couple of seasons, where the characters are just talking. Anyway, where was it? Oh yeah. But what happened, and also what happened to Station Master? What happened to a Station Master? They're no longer there. What happened to that guy crossing the current. What happened to him? Ivoe, Hugh, what happened was that guy, Captain, David Starr, David, like Nigel, Joel, like Nigel, Zorro, and then his brother, whatever his name was, yeah. Well, that guy, what happened to him? Well, he became a tugboat captain and he moved to New York City. And I think he formed a tugboat fleet or something. And even though he did survive the sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 14th, 1912. He did survive the sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 14th, 1912. He never wanted to go out to sea. In fact, it was allegedly when he went out to sea, he was near a lifeboat most of the time. I can understand why. Being on a ship that sank is bad. But being how he was on a ship that sank, skarloey, thank you for telling me about this. But have you ever he's right now found the sea again with the white Cunard line. And yes, in my universe, the white star line merged with the Cunard line, just like what happened. But instead of the white Cunard line, it was the white. Instead of the Cunard white line, it was the other way around, because the white star line had 3 Olympic class of ocean liners in service plus more ships, which I will mention in the next story support episode, which will be done after I'm done with Island. This season of Island, at least. What? I just wanna go do something. I just wanna skarloey, I just wanna go do something. Hugh told me as he left. As Hugh thought to himself, saying, that's a lot of stuff that's happened. Where are we even going? Isn't there a dock that we can go to? Yes, said Ivoe, but we have to go up and then over. Not really. As I will toast the track. And yes, this. And yes, this was the pratt that he was delivered with. Why are we going here, Ivoe? Because Captain Star. Can I just call him that? There? As we started. Captain Star. David Starr, aka now Captain Starr, used to tell us, like Mr. Starr never told us any story. He always told us stories. About boats and stuff. I thought, well, here's this station. And yes, the rock quarry will appear in a future episode. The quarry will appear. Well, here we are. His old station before he got for the crossing current. I remember back in the day when he was there on the platform and said, "Ivoe, Hugh, get those trucks rolling." And now the station completely abandoned. Driver, gone with the time. Truly forgetting about. I mean, this station has been closed for 17. I mean, why need it? I mean, hold on. Not even the phone booth works anymore. They really let the station go. I mean, here's... Why did he not work down by the... But this was the fishing spot for more people. That's why they traveled here. There was a fishing spot, you remember? Yeah? So that's why they traveled here. But then Birdie came up and said, "Oh, hi, Ivoe, Hugh. What are you doing up there at that old abandoned station?" I never thought, as Ivoe Hugh told him why the station was abandoned. And Birdie said, "Sorry for that. Sorry for the loss. But I need to get back to work. Once again, I'm sorry for your loss, but I need to get back to work," Birdie said. You... Oh, okay. Goodbye, Birdie. I was seeing home. I thought more about, but those are all. This is one of another 2 episodes of the narrow gauge side of things that are going to set up season 6 story. They're going to set up future season 6 stories. There's going to be 2 more narrow gauge episodes. There's going to be 1 more narrow gauge episode that sets up future season 6 story, and 2 more standard gauge episodes that sets up a season 6 story. And also the season finale will also set up just think about it. 102 years. 102 years. That's pretty impressive. As I decided to go do some work on the quarry.